Hey there, you looking kinda cute. Please consider subscribing and check out our Patreon for more. Enjoy the video. Honey, don't you think that's a little weird for a boy? Andy's dad said. That's not true, Sarah said. There were 2 guys in her dance class. Yes, but I still don't think he needs any more female traits. Look at his hair, it's pretty long too. Because he asked, his parents were talking about getting him dance lessons. Andy liked movies with dance scenes and wanted to dress like women. This was the only way he could do it without getting in trouble. I believe we should give it a try for him. If he doesn't like it, he tried it, right? Okay, fine. So Andy was dropped off at the dance class the next day. When he walked in, he saw a bunch of girls who looked at him funny at first and heard some things being said. He didn't mind because he would get to wear the dancer's clothes later, so it was all worth it. The teacher walked in and began talking about the class, what they did, etc. Now, this is what you should wear to class. Andy's teacher, Miss Quentin, gave out clothes that looked like what he saw on TV, but when it came to him, she gave him something different from what the girls were wearing. It looked like spandex that a rock star from the 1970s would wear, and it didn't look very comfy. The girls all changed, but Andy changed to talk to Miss Quentin. Sure, what is it? What about me? Could I wear what the other girls are wearing? You know, pink, tutus and all that. Are you sure? You'd rather wear that than what guys usually do? But won't the girls make fun of you because your hair is already long? I don't care what the girls think. I just want to feel better while I do this. In all the years I've taught dance, I've never seen a boy want to wear what the girls do, but my rules don't say anything against it. She then went to her office and got a girl's outfit and gave it to Andy. Please don't let the girls bother you when you come out. You'll look beautiful. When Andy came out after a few minutes, the girls laughed, but he didn't care. Even though it wasn't right for a boy, he loved how it made him feel. Remember that you need to wear your long hair in a ponytail when you dance to keep it out of your face. So did Andy. He looked for a rubber band on the floor and was having trouble, and Miss Quentin saw him. Could one of you girls help Andy? He didn't understand why she had to make him feel bad, but he thought it would be worth it. When she was done, he looked at himself in a mirror and liked how his hair was pulled back. He did keep it out of his face, and someone told him that ponytails make you cooler, especially in the summer. Then Miss Quentin started to talk about the basics of dance, like how to stretch before you start, etc. When they asked him how it went, he said it was fine and then told them about the clothes and hairstyle before they even asked. Son, are you sure you still want to do this? Since today is only the first day. I'm sure, Dad. Andy came in the next day, but he didn't see Miss Quentin. Instead, he saw a different teacher. He thought that someone would explain things to him later. He went to change, and when he came back, the teacher was already taking attendance. How are you? What is your name? One of the girls spoke before Andy did. Andrea is her name. He heard some girls making fun of him. Hi, Andrea. Is it? Since he was already dressed like a girl, especially with the pink on, he thought she wouldn't believe him if he told her he was a guy for some reason. Yes. Take a seat, and I'll tell you why Miss Quentin isn't here. Hi, my name is Mrs. Zoklowski, or Mrs. Z for short. Miss Quentin was in an accident not long ago, but she's fine. She just needs to stay off her leg for at least 2 months, so I'll be your teacher for now. The phone started to ring right then. Mrs. Z said as she left the room, Oh, I'm sorry, girls. This is important. Hey, girls, do you not think Andrea would look nice if she put on some makeup? It was one of the girls. Someone else said, Yes, let's make Andrea look better. The girl grabbed her makeup kit before she could even say anything, and all of them put something on her face. They gave Andrea a mirror when they were done, which shocked her. That's what she thought she would look like. Pretty. Andrea, what do you think? I look beautiful, she answered. I'm glad you like it. If we end up taking the same dance class, you should get to know us. She is Erica. The other girls said hello to each other. In her dance class, she met Sammy, Liz, Megan, Casey, and a lot of other girls. I'm sorry about that. Let's begin with today's lesson. That day, Andrea learned a few more things. Afterward, some of the girls asked her to join them at the mall. When she called her mom, she told her it was okay, so she got dressed. "Say hello to Andrea. This is the changing room for girls. I'm just getting more stuff. Oh, these boy clothes you were wearing before, those won't work. Don't worry, I have an extra set of clothes in my bag. Just follow me." Andrea didn't know what was going on and didn't want to take off her makeup, so she went into the change room for girls and asked Erica for some extra clothes. Underwear with a mini skirt, a tank top, and a strapless bra. It was hard for her to put on, but she was able to. After that, she put on some shoes that were easy to put on and take off and felt good on her feet. Really, none of the clothes were itchy like men's clothes do. She went outside and showed the girls. "You look great, honey. You only need new earrings and sunglasses now, and a bag, but we'll get that for you later." Her ears were already pierced, so she got big, girly sunglasses and dangly earrings to put in both of them. Erica had a van and was old enough to drive, so they all went to the mall together. As they walked in, Andrea asked, "So, what are we girls doing? Are we going to eat or watch a movie?" Everyone began to laugh. "Hey, Andrea, you're so silly," Sammy said. "We're going to go shopping for you because it's clear you need new clothes." "I don't believe I have sufficient funds for," she said. "Don't worry about that, babe. I have my own credit card that can pay for anything, so today's clothes are on me." She didn't know that these were going to be her clothes, but Andrea was excited about it. She didn't care at the time. She just wanted clothes. "First, the underwear," Sammy told them. "We need pants and a bra, so they went into a store that sold lots of different kinds of underwear. Casey said, 'Okay, try these on. You can pick out a few more if they fit you.'" Andrea went into the changing room and was shocked to find that the clothes did fit her. She chose a few more, and the one she liked best was black with pink ones. She was sure she had to get that one. After that, they got some bras. Andrea had to be shown how to put them on, but she did it after being shown. Next came clothes for outside. Liz helped her choose skirts and tops that looked good on her, mostly tanks and low-cut shirts. She also got some short shorts that made her legs look really good. Then came shoes. Megan showed her some good brands of sandals, and they even bought some heels. After putting on some of the sandals, she chose to only wear sports shoes when she had to. The last step was getting a new look with hair and nails. The deal they had was 3 for 1, which meant that each girl could get one. That was only the cost of 2 full makeovers. Andrea had her hair permed, and it was very springy. The woman then painted her nails a dark red color. Her nails were already long because she didn't like cutting them, so the length wasn't a problem. Also, she got new makeup, which looked even better than the first time. "Maria, you look so beautiful. I'm interested in what your mom thinks. I guess it's time for us to go home. If you need me to, I can drop you off. You can keep the clothes, too. I have a lot at home." "Okay, thanks." Erica drove her home and dropped her off. She hugged all the girls she now thought of as friends. When she walked in, her parents were sitting on the couch. They had shocked looks on their faces. "Now, dance lessons are one thing, but this is way too much. Andrew, I need to talk to you about something important." "Hey, honey, we can figure this out together without fighting." "What? I want him to be normal, so I'm doing this for his own good." "Please, excuse me. Do you mean that you would really kick our son out if he was different?" "Wouldn't you? I don't want him to live in my house." That was the last thing Andrea could take. Andrea's dad was very strict about accepting people for who they are, or aren't. "Now leave the house. Now." "Okay, I don't want to live here after all." He threw on some clothes and stormed out the door. Her mom came rushing in, holding back her dad. "Now, honey, let's talk about this in a structured way. I'm not mad at you. I think you're very pretty. I just want to know how this began and when you got your full makeover." She told her everything, from how the teacher knew her name to why she was going to the mall. "Anyway, I think you wanted to see what it was like to be a girl since you did it." "Yes." "So do you want to?" "I love it." "There are a lot more ways to style your hair, and makeup looks great on everyone. The clothes are also more comfy." I already told you that you're pretty, and I've always wanted another daughter, so it looks like Andrea's staying." Her dad stormed off, being angry. After the confrontation at home, Andrea's dad remained distant. His words, "I don't want him to live in my house," echoed in her mind, making her feel uneasy every time she passed him. He rarely looked at her, and when he did, his eyes were filled with confusion and disapproval. Andrea's mom tried to bridge the gap, but the tension was high. Despite the strain at home, Andrea found herself in dance. The studio was her escape, a place where she felt free and respected. Her dance skills became better, and soon she was one of the best in her class. Mrs. Zoklowski announced that Andrea would have a solo part in the upcoming dance recital. The news filled Andrea with a mix of pride and anxiety. What was even more surprising is that Her decided to come and watch the show, too. He didn't look very happy, but her mom talked him into it. The day arrived. Andrea, dressed in a flowing sequined blue tutu, feeling nerves. Her mom was there, offering words of encouragement, her camera ready to capture the moment. Her dad, after much persuasion, sat quietly in the back, not wanting anything to do with it, but still came. Andrea's performance was a blend of wow and emotion. As she danced, her movements told a story of struggle and pride. The audience was captivated, jumping up and down. She really got everyone's attention. As the music ended, everyone clapped and cheered. Andrea looked out and saw her mom clapping hard, tears in her eyes. And there, surprisingly, was her dad, clapping too. His face wasn't hard and cold like usual. There was something soft in his eyes. After the show, Andrea went to her parents. Her mom was saying how great she was, but all Andrea wanted was to hear what her dad thought. "Andrea, you were really something out there," her dad said, sounding unsure but proud. "Thanks, Dad," Andrea replied, her voice shaky. Her dad paused, then said, "I don't understand all of this, but I want you to be happy. That's all that matters." Those words, coming from her dad, meant the world to Andrea. It wasn't a complete change, but it was a start. Things at home started to shift slowly. Her dad began to ask about her dance classes, even saying nice things about her outfits. It wasn't all smooth, but he was trying in his own way. One afternoon, Andrea returned home to find her mom in the kitchen, a smile on her face. "Andrea, I have a surprise for you. Your dad suggested we redo your room. He thought you might want something more." Andrea's heart swelled. Her dad, the man who had once struggled to accept her, was now taking steps to show his support. "Really? Wow, that's amazing, Mom!" Together they planned her new room. Soft pastel colors for the walls, a vanity for her makeup, and a special section for all her dance costumes. It felt like a dream, seeing her parents come together to help her. As her new room took shape, Andrea also noticed a change in herself. She became more confident now that her family is standing behind her. She experimented with different hairstyles and makeup techniques, loving the freedom to express herself. One day, after a dance class, Mrs. Zoklowski pulled her aside. "Andrea, you've grown so much as a dancer. I think you're ready for more advanced classes, maybe even competitions." The idea thrilled Andrea. Competitions meant more challenges, but also more opportunities to express herself. She nodded eagerly. "I'd love that, Mrs. Z." Then one day, her dad came into her room, a hesitant look on his face. "Andrea, can we talk?" She nodded, sitting down on her bed. "Sure, Dad, what's up?" He took a deep breath. "I've been doing a lot of thinking and, well, I've been talking to some people. Parents in similar situations. I guess I'm trying to understand better." Andrea listened, her heart racing. "I'm sorry for how I acted before. I was scared, confused. But seeing you now, so happy. I was wrong. I want to support you truly. And, if you want, I found a support group for parents and kids. Maybe we could go together?" Tears welled up in Andrea's eyes. Her dad, the man she had feared losing, was now standing before her, offering support in a way she never imagined. "Yes, Dad, I'd like that. Thank you." Life wasn't perfect. There were still challenges and moments of doubt, but Andrea felt stronger, supported by her family and friends. She continued to dance, loving every minute. Thanks for watching. Be sure to check out Patreon for a lot more content and early access to YouTube videos.